35 seasons in the making. We are live at the Texas Motor Speedway for the season 35 race 1 of the year. It's a night race and it should be chaotic. We saw a great championship race last year. We saw Austin Horner get the checkered flag and get the win in the championship. And here's something awesome. He is starting where he finished in the championship race last year, and he's starting on the pole here tonight. Let's go trackside for pre-race ceremonies. Race fans, if you're able to, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. And for the first time in a few seasons, this race is sold out. So let's meet now, folks. Let's see where your favorite drivers are starting. Starting in last, driving it in this number 63, it's Ali Brossman. Starting in 30th, driving the 14, he is back in the Crazy Sports Good League. It's Kellen Sheff. Starting 29th in the number 38, it is Eli Jackson. Starting in 28th, driving in the number 70, Garrett Irwin. Starting 27th, driving in the number 60, it's Skylar Naney. Starting in 26th, driving in the number 29, Boston Matthews. Starting 25th, driving in the number 15, it's Nick Green. Starting 24th, he won the first race of the year right back here last year, driving in the 82, Grant Irwin. Starting in 23rd, driving in the 18, it's Bryce Pax. Starting in 22nd, driving in the 45, it's Cole Flick. Starting in 21st, in the 16, Cam Reich. Starting in 20th, driving in the 77, it's Nate Rao. Starting in 19th, driving in the Team Penske number 2, it's Nolan Farley. Starting in 18th, driving the 17, it's Penn Pearson. Starting in 17th, driving in the 55, Grady Broughton. Starting in 16th, driving in the number 10, it's Jonathan Stevenson, who got last in the championship race last year. Starting 15th, the fastest in practice, driving in the number 19, David Loudon. Starting 14th, driving in the 83, it's Abshar Khan. Starting 13th, driving in the number 21, it's Ryan Calloway. Starting 12th, driving in the 46, it's Kwame Raider. Starting in 11th, driving in the number 12, it's rookie Jackson Hartman. And now, your top 10 starters. Starting in 10th, driving in the number 33, Riley Poindexter. Starting in 9th, driving in the 74, Cohen Moore. Starting in 8th, driving in the 44, it's Jerime Lomax. Starting in 7th, driving in the number 4, it's Paige Soper. Starting in 6th, driving in the number 32, it's Carter Stockton. Starting in 5th, driving in the 41, Owen Fischel. Starting in 4th, driving in the 66, Quentin Sheff. Starting in 3rd, driving in the 11, it is Luke Dockery. Starting in 2nd, driving in the 42, Matthew Johnson. And starting on the pole, driving the 1, it's Austin Horner. Before we go, green flag racing. Let's take a look at the schedule for this year. After this race, we are staying in Texas, and we are staying right here in Fort Worth. We are going at Texas Roval Racing, right back here on the Texas Motor Speedway, but this time racing on the road course. Then we are going to the first Kern County race. And then replacing Le Mans, we have the Daytona Oval race, and then it's the Brickyard 600. And then after Indianapolis, we go to Watkins Glen for an earlier race. Then we head to Sonoma, California, and we go to Scotland. And after Scotland, we go back over to Italy for the Monza Oval. Then we have the 4-hour sprint, the Daytona Road Course. And then we head back over to Germany, and then maybe once again, for the second year in a row, we might see an ice race at Road America. The weather has it raining next week. We could see a rain race on the road course at Texas Motor Speedway. But for now, on the oval, under the lights, and we are green here from Texas. And season 35 is underway. Season 35 underway here in the Crazy Sports Good League. Here comes Paige Soper around the inside. Here comes Cohen Moore around the apron. A lot of drivers using the apron. After turn 3 and 4, Horner trying to lead the first lap. Look at Johnson. Austin Horner, he's going to lead lap 1. Farley speeds on pit road. And there's a crash on turn 4. And the first crash has happened. Kellen Sheff, Ali Brossman, Eli Jackson. Now, folks, we have a battle front. Here is the one of Austin Horner. Horner leads it. Boss Matthews was also involved in that wreck. Battle Paige Soper up to 3rd. And are we going to see a crash on the front stretch? We are not going to see a crash on the front straightaway, but I thought we were about to. Nope. Horner leads on lap 3. Last year's champion, turning up the heat here in Texas. No chance of rain at all tonight. About the Pat Green Motorsports number 4. Paige Soper, her second career start, and she's going full-time racing in the number 4 this season. Which means that she is good to go for the points system this time, as she will try to win the regular season championship. Ali Brossman stuck up against the wall here from Texas. Not a good start from Brossman. Now back up front, it is all Austin Horner here in Texas. You could see a little glimpse of Brossman. Here comes Soper. She wants 3rd. Johnson wants the lead to the inside. Matthew Johnson to the lead here in Texas. Great start tonight for Johnson. Let's take a rundown at the top 10. It's Johnson, then it's Horner, Then it's Dockery, Soper, Fischel, Chef, Moore, Stockton, Poindexter, and Callaway. Got the crazy racing mid-pack as well. But now back up front, though, here comes Horner around the outside. Great run by Austin Horner, trying to get the lead away, once again, from Matthew Johnson. Here we go, across the line. Lap 8 is on the board. Only one early crash on lap 1. But thankfully that took nobody out of the race. But we will for sure see some more wrecks as the race goes on. And why I say that is because we always see chaos here in Texas. We have a battle for second shaken up. Here comes Dockery. Dockery 1 second, but look at Horner. He's closed in on the leader. Here comes Owen Fischel. He will take third, and he won second from Horner. Fischel clears for second. Fischel clears for third. Dockery slides on the front straightaway. And here we go. And the lower the track temp, the more grip these cars should have. But it is still Texas Motor Speedway. Anything can happen. Here we go, folks. Owen Fischel, he's going to take second away. Folks, don't look now, but where did Ryan Callaway come from? Ryan Callaway in the 21 has some speed. Here comes Soper as well. Back up front, though, it is all Matthew Johnson. Here from Texas. Johnson leads a good race. Here comes Dockery, going below last season's champion. We can officially call Horner a champion in his first try at a championship. Here comes Paige Soper. She wants that spot over the 11. Side by side behind them. Look at Chef and Callaway. Look at all that side-by-side racing mid-pack. Look at Abshar Khan moving through the field as well. Everybody better keep an eye on that 83 as he has some speed this season. Contact made, Khan and Callaway. And here we go. Rossman finally back on the racetrack. Kellen Chef has some damage. Back up front, though, we are seeing a good battle up front. Fischel leads it over the 42. The 63 is about to have some company here. She is a slow car, and the leaders are right there. The leaders will catch her pretty soon, as it is all Matthew Johnson here in Texas. 63, a slow car. She's gonna come down pit road, which means she will fall yet another lap down. Matthew Johnson continues to lead here in Texas. Lap 16 of 200. And we are seeing a great race. Look at the run by Horner. Horner moving through the field. He's back up to second. Here comes the 41 and 11. Great racing throughout the field by all these drivers. A lot of side-by-side racing mid-pack indeed. How about Abshar Khan moving through the field? I didn't expect Khan to be quick here tonight. There are 200 laps in this one, which means more than enough time to see the sun go down. As the sun goes down, the intensity ramps up. Here comes Dockery. Luke Dockery with a great pass on Horner. And guys at 11 has some speed, but can anybody beat Matthew Johnson tonight? Johnson has not given up the lead. We have seen a lot of side-by-side racing behind him, but nobody has been able to pass Johnson. But will Dockery be the first one in a few laps to do so? Across the line, it is still Johnson who leads over Dockery. Down to the inside, here comes Dockery. They make contact, the leaders make contact. But it is still Johnson who's up front. Side-by-side racing back here, coming more. Racing around the 83. In the 21. How about this battle? Jackson Hartman, the rookie, still staying in the top 15, and that's impressive as a rookie. But back up front, though, it is all Johnson on lap 20. Don't look down, though. Here comes the other rookie, Paige Soper. She wants third. She's on the outside of Horner. She's going to use the outside to her advantage. Not only get third, she's getting a good run on Luke Dockery for second. Three Wine racing back behind them. Stockton almost goes around. He saves it but loses a bunch of positions. Johnson keeps the lead. Onto lap 22 of 200. The laps continue to click off, but nowhere near to be the winding down phase. New leader here in Texas. It's Luke Dockery. Dockery finally takes the lead. And here comes the 4 of Paige Soper. But she will need to pit. I don't know what it is, but the pit strategy for the number 4 last season and this season have been terrible. And here we go. Still a good battle up front. Johnson, he is going to be able to keep the lead over Dockery. I mean, take the lead back from Dockery. Hal Hartman, he's up into 7th. He's going for 6th. A lot of contact behind them. Look at all this good racing behind them. And last year's winner, Grant Irwin, who had speed last season, is now all the way back down in 23rd. He has not had the best speed at all tonight. But we know that he will for sure most likely lead some laps. And now we go back up front. Looks like we have another battle for the lead shaping up. Here comes Dockery. About Brossman, she's definitely not going to win this one. She's in last. But her goal is to not finish in last. And I know for a fact she probably won't finish in last. Look at Kellen Sheff with all that damage. Has Kellen Sheff even fixed that damage? There's a big pileup. Thunder goes on the roof and tumbles down the front straightaway. And the big one happens here from Texas. Green is out of the race. But Nick Green, first one out of the race. And we might see more of a pileup. Here we go. That wreck shakes everything up, and the big one on the front straightaway. Green is out of the race. There is still a slow car. Let's ride along with the 42. The 42 there. Man, oh man, it's a 38. Eli Jackson has not had the best of luck at all this season. That wreck takes everybody out. I mean, not everybody, but most of the field have crashed. Well, a lot of drivers coming to pit road. Here we go. Jackson is entering the range where he could hit somebody and cause another pileup. And we are going to keep an eye on the 38 here. He is close to being hit multiple times here. Jackson's still going. There is a tire left on the front straightaway. And here comes some more drivers, plus the leaders as well. The tire gets hit. That's probably Green's tire. So Nick Green takes a wild ride here in Texas Motor Speedway. And he is the first one out of the race. Just a few laps ago, we saw the big one at Texas. Still keeping an eye on that 38. He has a hood camera. Let's ride with him as he's still going slow through these corners. But we are for sure probably going to see him get hit by a car pretty soon. Here comes the leaders. Paige Soper is still in second here from Texas. It took nearly 23 or 24 laps from lap 1 to see the big one. We saw a small wreck on lap 1 and then a big one just 20 laps later. And we are likely to see another big crash again here pretty soon. Let's ride along with the 38 once again. He is near the hit zone. Well, he is near the zone of the track where he's going to get hit. Here we go, folks. Jackson is driving onto oncoming traffic here at Texas Motor Speedway, and he's about to cause a massive one. I think he's about to cause a massive wreck. He goes low. Car coming. They miss him. But here comes the leaders. They will miss him. Great driving for Eli Jackson. He keeps it off everybody. And then we can finally go back up front. As it is Matthew Johnson, Paige Soper, and Luke Dockery, 1, 2, and 3. Here comes Soper. She might be pitting soon. Here we go, folks. Here comes Johnson, Soper, and Dockery. 1, 2, and 3. Here from Texas. And I kind of thought that big crash was going to happen because of how crazy everybody was driving today. Here we go, side by side for the lead. Rookie Paige Soper wants the lead here in Texas. Johnson is pitting. Paige Soper will lead her first lap of her career at Texas. Her first lap led at Texas Motor Speedway in her career. We have cars stopped on turn 3 and 4. We see more of an accident here. Man, oh man. Warner, the champion from last season, is back up front here in Texas. Then it's going to be Jerime Womack, Jackson Hartman, and others. A lot of drivers pitting. And here we go, Jerime Womack. He has some speed. And the one is going to be pitting this time. Which means Jerime Womack will take the lead away. Was it Dockery? Did I just see Luke Dockery actually stopped on the track? Dre Irwin goes around again. Cannot get it going. What is happening here from Texas? No, that's not done. Riley Poindexter has 0 luck. Poindexter around again, lap 40. Matthews gets it going. But at this time, it is all Jerime Womack. And now here we go, folks. 66 slides. Looks like that he's going to be pitting. Nobody else pitting with him. Contact made with the 18 and 46. There's a car. Is that Eli Jackson around again? Well, I'll tell you one thing. The 33 is about to cause a massive run. Riley Poindexter's luck has not been good at all this season. Has not been good in her career. And she's out of the race, and there's another car out of the race. 2 cars out of the race. And the massive ones are happening. And Jonathan Stevenson is in position to take the lead here in Texas. Can Stevenson get his first career win here at the Texas Motor Speedway? Nick Green, Riley Poindexter, and somebody else out of the race on lap 43. Green out of the race very early in this one. And we will be back after the break. And looks like that we will be right along. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, we will be right along with the number 4. She has visor cam tonight, and that is Paige Soper. No more sunlight. It is all nighttime. The lights are on. No sunlight. Here at the beautiful Texas Motor Speedway. Less than 70 to go. They're coming to 66 laps to go. 66 to go here in Texas. The top 5 are all on the lead lap. Abshar Khan is in position to get a top 5. How about that number 1 of Austin Horner having a chance to not only to get the pole today, but to also finish where he started. To finish where he finished last year in the championship, and that is with the win. Horner will take the lead back away from Jackson Hartman. But Hartman around the outside. Looks like that the 1 will be pitting this time by. Horner coming down pit road. Paige Soper, they're in the top 30 as well. I mean, they're in the top 5. On 7th place is Matthew Johnson. Only 26 cars remain on the racetrack. And we still might see some major crashes before the end of this one. Lap 137. Pax is coming down pit road. Which means, folks, we are about to see a battle for the lead between the 12 and 4. Here we go. Here comes Paige Soper. She gets in front of the 41, but here comes Abshar Khan. Khan with a great run. He has more fuel than the leader. Here comes Khan with the fresh tires, I think, as well. Khan cannot take the lead. And here comes Soper. Coming around to take 60 laps to go. Now coming around, next time by, they will get 61 to go here at Texas. We have seen some major crashes, slow car on the racetrack, and it's the 60. It's Skylar Naney. The 19 has crashed. And here we go. 3 wide behind them. The 46 almost goes round. Still a slow car. It's the 19, that's a slow car. The 19 almost causing a major pileup here. We hear from Texas. Soper is pitting. Farley pits. But it's all Jackson Hartman who leads here from Texas Motor Speedway. The 18. Fast down pit road. He almost wrecks. Man, what is Bryce Pax doing? That is not good for Bryce Pax whatsoever. Owen Fischel now inside the top 5. Now the leaders, they do have enough fuel. Gonna be interesting to see who's gonna win with all these pit stops. 59 laps to go, round turn 4. 58 laps remaining here from Texas. With my calculations, which are probably wrong, everybody will have to make at least one more pit stop before the end of this race. And here we go. Here comes 1 in traffic. Let's see who is stuck. Val Allen Brossman still going, still racing. It's a 55. Grady Broughton is not having a good time. Is Broughton gonna cause a major pileup here from Texas? Silper almost runs into him. We are riding along with the 55. We are keeping an eye on the 55 now. Down the back straightaway. Still running up against the wall. He is in the zone where people are going to hit him if they're not careful. Broughton might get hit pretty soon. And that might cause a big one. The car that's on the lead lap. Look at this. 17 will pass the 55. A lot of drivers trying to avoid the 55. 21 barely avoids him. Same as Irwin. They are barely avoiding the 55. He has no time whatsoever to turn down on the racetrack. A lot of drivers trying to avoid him. It ain't work, and it is kind of working. But how long is it going to work for? He's still stuck up on the racetrack. He has time right now to turn down and get off the racetrack. And if he does so, that's going to save him from causing a major pileup. But right now, he is not going down low. Almost causing more multiple big wrecks. He's going to get hit. He's going to get hit soon. And that's going to cause a major pileup. Comes to lap 150 already. And now, barely any time left for the number 55 to turn low and get out of the way of everybody. As this pack of cars are going to go by without hitting him. And that's an incredible feat. Let's ride along with him again. The roof cam. Let's see. There goes the one. He's going to go by him. The 55 has enough time to turn low after the one gets around him. But now they're getting near him. A lot of drivers getting near him. And there they go. The first car to hit him. And there we go. Horner almost gets involved. The 55 is slow. But the 55 gets going after getting hit from behind. From getting hit. The 42 is almost causing more of the pileup. Johnson almost causes another big pileup. 49 laps to go here from Texas. And it looks like that everybody will have to make at least 2 more pit stops, I think. Yeah, at least 2 more pit stops for everybody in the field. As it's still the 83 who leads. How about Paige Soper there in third? But right now, the only driver that may not have... But right now, it looks like that the only driver that will not have to pit coming up is Jackson Hartman. In his first race for the team in Team Penske in the number 12 machine. Hartman has enough fuel to extend and take the win, but just barely though. Lap 154, his 59 laps left on his fuel. He has just enough time. He has just enough time to get to victory lane, I think. But yeah, a bunch of chaos. Round turn 4. 46 laps to go for Amshar Khan in Texas. Khan leads. Here we go. Here comes the 12 of Hartman looking to get a lap back on the leader. The 41 almost goes around. Hartman gets another lap back. 45 laps remaining in Texas. I am waiting for another big crash. Take some cars out of the race. Hartman still a few laps behind the 83. Here, coming around. 44 laps of racing left here from Texas. It's all Amshar Khan here tonight. Who's going to win the Texas 200? Who's going to win the first race of the year? Khan has faced so much adversity. Look at the 21. Looks like that Khan, he's like, I'm giving up. I'm going to pit this time. Khan pits, which means probably next time by, the one will take the lead. 3 wide. Almost wreck. There's a lot of 3 wide racing behind the one. Amshar Khan, he's going to lose the lead. Austin Horner, he's back up front here in Texas. But Amshar Khan is going to have the most amount of fuel out of anybody. But he's going to be behind the number 12. It's going to be interesting. Can the 83 get to victory lane? Austin Horner leads here in Texas on lap 159. Look at this, a bunch of cars about to pass the one. Here comes Pearson. Tim Pearson, he's going to pass the one. You can see it, the Horner, is he going to try to come to pit road? No, he's not. Horner not pitting this time. But next time by, he might pit. A bunch of fuel inside the car for the 83. And here we go. Paige Silver, way wrong in the number 4. Horner is still not pitting. Out of turn 4. 40 laps of racing left in Texas. We have 40 laps to go, and right now, Amshar Khan has the most fuel out of anybody. And now the question is Austin Horner going to pull a Ray Green of what Ray Green did in his only race last year that got him pretty much fired from his own team? And that is stay out, do not pit, and run out of gas and cause a major pileup. Is that what the champion is going to do? Because we know that if he If he does that, then that's a one-race suspension. Austin Horner trying not to get suspended here in Texas. He needs to pit. If he runs out of gas and causes the big one, here's the rule: if Horner runs out of gas on the racetrack, it causes the big wreck. It causes a big wreck. He will get disqualified and suspended from his position. But if he runs out of gas and stays off, but goes off the racetrack onto the apron or on pit road, he does not get disqualified or suspended. It's only if he is a hazard on the racetrack. Soper and Horner side by side for the lead. Now Horner, he has the outside. Soper on the inside. If Horner needed to pit there, he couldn't because of Horner. Side by side, Horner will lead that lap. He has 4 laps left on his field. And over till it's over, folks. A bunch of time left. And now all eyes are on the one. Horner, he cannot pit. Why? Soper is still below him. Through turn 4, 35 to go. "35 laps to go. And now Horner has 3 laps left on his fuel. Question will be though, is he going to be pitting this time? He has nobody below him or he has nobody beside him. He is not pitting this time. Austin Horner might be getting suspended. That's a good question though. Will he get suspended if he runs out of gas? Because we already know that if he runs out of gas and causes a big wreck, he will either get disqualified after the race or he might just get disqualified during the race. Austin Horner, only 1 lap left on his field. Great run by the 4. Horner trying to save it as he goes around the racetrack. 1 lap left on his fuel. Now, time will tell when the fuel reaches 0. Here he comes. His crew chief said, "Do not be stupid," and that is what he's not going to be. Austin Horner is going to save himself from suspension, and he's going to pit. But this time, it is going to be the number 4 who has the lead. The 83 is closing in, though. Do not count out the 83 just yet. Here comes the 83. On is closing, and that is good news. And that actually is good news. And now will Soper stay out and maybe cause a big one? And maybe cause the big one. How about Kahn? Looks like that he might try to get his lap back. Kahn is in position to get his lap back. But we only have 30 laps. But he only has 30 laps to try to catch the leaders after he gets his lap back, if he gets his lap back in time. If there's not a big wreck. And here we go once again. And we know for a fact that the 18 will be there as well. The 18 will have to pit. Soper not pitting this time. 29 laps of racing left in Texas. We are a big one away from seeing maybe an Abshar Khan win. We might see rookie Jackson Hartman get into victory lane. Here we go, folks. Here comes the 4. Lap 173 is on the racetrack. Soper has the lead. The top 5 for Austin Horner is huge. Soper through turn 3 and 4, continuing to lead. Look at the 83 round the outside. Good run. He goes to the inside. He wants his lap back. Khan goes below Hartman. He is now in position to get his lap back. But time is running out. Less than 30 to go here in Texas. Hartman and Khan still fighting it out. Contact made between those two. Pax will pit. But Soper only has one lap left on her field. Hartman goes back around the 83. And Khan knows how fast that 12 is. The 4. She slides. She's going to pit. Here comes the 83. He wants a lap back. It's all Hartman who leads here in Texas. Khan, he will easily pass Hartman. So Khan will get a lap back. We are getting near the nitty-gritty zone here in Texas. Hartman has the lead. And the 83 is pulling away from the 46 and the 12. More cars that pass, and more cars that pass the 12 makes it a lot easier on Abshar Khan to close back in. Official, he will go around the outside of Hartman. And the gap to second was 24 seconds. That guy raced. It's now 22 seconds. It's still a huge lead, though, for Hartman, but he is getting passed on the inside and on the outside. The 83, does Abshar Khan have enough speed to get to victory lane? And if the 12 keeps on slowing up like that and hits the wall or wrecks, Khan will be there. It's a 20-second lead. He is closing, and the gap is closing in quick. How about Paige Soper in her first start? And oh my gosh, we have a wreck on pit road, and it's Austin Horner. What is going on? Another wreck on pit road, and it is Austin Horner. Horner wrecks on pit road. 19-second lead. Now, when Hartman crosses the line, he's about to get 20 laps to go. Out of turn number 4. 20 laps of racing left here in Texas. And now the question is, does Khan have enough time? I am wondering that same exact question as everybody else. Khan, 17 seconds back and a lot of traffic behind and in front of the 12. And the 1 is a slow car. Oh, that's going to help out the 12 there just a bit. Horner was having such a good day. Now Owen Fischel is inside the top 10. He's pitting. And so is 12. What is happening? Jackson Hartman is coming to pit road for no reason whatsoever. Amshar Khan is very easily going to be taking the lead away with 18 laps to go. A very stupid pit stop. My question is it because of tires? It might be because of tires. He gets one thing of fuel. Barely one thing of fuel. Will the 4? Is the 4 gonna pit? No, she's not. But will the 4 have enough time to get back around the 12? Here comes Soper. Soper there. She's gonna be behind the 12. And that's gonna almost cause a wreck. Hartman with a great pit exit, almost causing a wreck. And here we go. Khan leads it on lap 186. Nobody can overthink this. Man, the 18 cannot stop getting damage here from Texas. How about the 74 with a great run? No, it's a 46. Kwame Raider with a great run inside of the top 10. He's in 6th. Here's Khan. On lap 187, Amshar Khan continuing to lead in Texas. Even if Hartman does not win, it is still a career day for him and Paige Soper. Two rookies in their first race at Texas Motor Speedway. They are about to finish maybe second and third if things hold up. Here comes the 83 through turn 3 and 4. Contact made with the 10. The 12 and 4 still way behind still a lap behind the 83 of Amshar Khan. Is Khan gonna pit? That's the question. He's not pitting. Amshar Khan could potentially get the win. We have 11 laps of racing left here in Texas. And are we really going to see an Amshar Khan victory in race 1? And I want to remind you what everybody was saying about Amshar Khan last season. Khan, 0 luck in the 14. So everybody was like, it is a driver's skill. Maybe people were wrong. And now Khan is showing people that it is not a driver's skill. He is 10 laps away from getting his second career victory. He won at Monza last year. He has yet to show up on a road course. He has yet to get a win on a road course. Through turn 4, he is 9 laps away from getting his second win of his career in the first race of the season on an oval. Once he took over the 83, his first race in the 83 at Monza, he won. Everybody started to think maybe it's a number 14 issue, and I think that is the case. Fawn's true talent is showing with Schreiner Motorsports in the number 83. A lot of cars are passing him, but he is still way in front of the 12 and the 4. He still has a lap ahead of second and third, as a 10 of Stevenson is pitting. Why? I have no idea. Stevenson comes to pit road. When Colin crosses the line next time by, it's going to be 6 laps to go. And Colin slides. He's going to pit with 6 laps to go. We might see a rookie get the victory. Into the wall goes the 63. And guys, with the 12 and 4 on the lead lap, on the same lap as each other, we might see the 4 get to victory lane. Here we go, folks. Are we going to see any more pit stops? Tires are being changed on the 83. Hartman, he's going to retake the lead, but we might see a Paige Silver victory here from Texas. Things are getting intense here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Soper, she has enough time. She's going to get around the 32. We have 5 laps to go, and we are for sure going to see a rookie get the victory. Both these drivers raced in the number 4 once last season. Paige Soper and Hartman. And now, both these drivers full-time this season. This is both these drivers in their second career start. We have 4 laps of racing left here in Texas. It is rare to see a rookie battle for the win in just their second start. They have been flawless all race long, and it has came down to this. 3 laps of racing left here in Texas. Down to the inside. Here comes the 4 of Paige Soper. Paige Soper in the Pat Green Motorsports machine, looking to get to victory lane. All last year was Pat Green left. The pit strategy on the 4 has been terrible. Hartman was in the pit strategy, same as Soper. Soper tried to win a race with that same pit strategy, did not work. We have 2 laps to go. Now the horrible pit strategy returns, but this time the 4 is in position to get to victory lane. Team Penske looking to get their first win in a few years. The 4 trying to win for the first time since Germany last year. 1 lap to go here in Texas. 1 lap of racing left here in Texas. Soper has 1 last chance to get to victory lane, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Soper gets loose. She's going to try it. She's going to drive it in deep down turn 3 and 4. Not going to be enough. Jackson Hartman is going to win at Texas. Jackson Hartman and Team Penske are going to victory lane at Texas Motor Speedway, and maybe most of these drivers will be staying, as all these drivers will have to stay. They got the notification, although they might not be racing next week, all these drivers have to stay here on the racetrack for the full week, as next week the Texas Motor Speedway Roval will return. But it is all Jackson Hartman here in Texas.